What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel, Caltech RC, with me, RC Steve. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome back to another episode, guys. We're on episode number 6. I don't know why I'm on this side of the screen tonight, but we're going to go with it. So, everybody in the stream, how's everybody doing tonight? Had Osborne nice and ready for the show early. 4:30. Rob in the house. What's up? Heath, how you guys doing? Wildman Joe, howdy everybody. What's up, trail crawlers and Mr. Ghost? It's always a good evening hanging out with you guys and sharing some awesome CowRC product information. And that being said, Jim tuning in from Nebraska, how about everybody in the chat? Feel free to tune in or let us know where you guys are tuning in from. Madhouse RC, Wizco, my guys, everybody in the house. How's everybody? So, hope you guys had a great week. Let's go ahead and dive right in, guys, to what we were up to the past episode 5. If you guys had seen before, we actually have a new project right here. This is the Hobby Plus Arcto 6x6, and we actually got this bad boy nice and coated up last time we were on. So we were using the Mooslick Silicone Protector Spray, and you can see after letting it cure, you can see that nice gloss sheen, that nice film layer underneath the chassis area. All the plastics, they look ready to go, ready to keep free from debris and dust when you're on the trails. So I'm pretty stoked on how well the product works out. And if you guys are interested in checking out some of these products for yourself, we'll actually be showing you guys a little bit over on the CowRC website. Not only is there amazing products on the CowRC website, but before we dive into the silicone or the lubrication products, guys, there are a few new products that hit the CowRC website not too recently ago, and we have a couple of these here on hand we can actually take a look at and see what's going on with these new micro screw boxes, guys. So let's go ahead and just dive in. Some of you guys might have the micro screw boxes already in your possession. There are a couple new variations and options for sizes, as well as you can save when you bundle more than one. So let's go ahead and dive into the main feature, guys. This is the new micro screw box combo. I actually find myself leaning towards using these micro screw boxes specifically for the micro RC trucks and builds, guys. There's plenty of real estate to toss in all the little tiny hardware. Plus, there's even some extra compartments that could be available to use for some spare emergency parts that you typically might not carry on hand. And I actually have mine right here. We can kind of share. I have the CowRC Micro Dot Box right here. And if I was to show you guys this, I actually love this product. It's super convenient. They are individually packaged, guys, so you can go ahead and pick up a row that will carry 4 compartments in each. So perfect size for me. You guys can see I have a stainless steel hardware sizes, and then I have the black oxide steel hardware sizes. So kind of depending on the mood that I'm in or the theme of the builds that I'm currently building, whether it's I want to run all silver hardware, all black hardware. Now I've seen some cool ones like gold hardware and stuff, but keeping these in this box, you can easily pack it up into my backpack. Now, the couple of updates that come along with these boxes, guys, is that here, same style box, there's 2 sizes that are the same that are already offered from CowRC. But now, guys, these are all going to be including the labels So feel free to label your individual compartments on the top. That way it'll just be an easier and quicker access to get the hardware that you need. And let's go ahead and actually share the rest of the micro screw boxes that are available. These are some of the newer sizes. So there's a couple sizes on the website that you guys can see, but you guys can see compared to the one that I showed you that this box has much larger compartments. So this would be considered the large internal compartments, but this is like considered the medium box. So they have the small compartment, small box, but the large compartment. So that'd be like the small large size. And then they also have the new size, which is the large box with the large compartment size. So I actually like these guys. You can pick up multiples, and not only that, you also get that savings that from CowRC. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but when you order more than one product, especially if you're looking for a box for each of your micro trucks, and I know personally that we not only have just one micro truck, but we have tons and tons of them. So if you want to have just simple boxes to have this ready to go, say for the Arctos, boom, for your SCX24, boom, for your TRX4M, boom, and so on. So picking up multiples will actually help save you a little bit. If we go over to the website, we can see down here that if I kind of bring this down, you'll see right here, buy in bulk and save. So you can always save, guys, at least 5% if you're buying two of the same items. So the way to easily see if that does qualify for the bulk savings is over here on the items that you see on the Cow website. You can see right here, it'll say bulk pricing. And just to have that information, you can click it and you can see the discounts that you guys get when you add 2 or 3 or 12 or above and so on. So having this is a nice upgrade or a nice essential budget-friendly option, guys. There are some other organization options that CowRC does offer as well. So for a budget option, these micro screw boxes are personally one of my favorites. If you guys are looking for maybe larger sizes, larger compartments, and a variety of different sizes for the compartments, I recommend you checking out the CowRC Dot Box storage units or storage organizers. These are a little bit more for the price. They're a little bit more up there, but for the features, you get a little bit more features, such as a super secure locking latch. You also get different sizes of the compartments as well. And you can get the options to include the labels as well to simply lay out and label all your hardware. So for me personally, I love the micro screw boxes for the smaller rigs, and for the larger size rigs, you'll find me with the dot box here and there. Shout out if you guys have some organization tips and tricks of your own. If you guys want to go ahead and share, I'm curious to know. Or if you guys are using some of the CowRC organization products, which ones are you guys using? So coming back to the new products, yes, check those out. And there are a couple more news things that I want to share with you guys as well. So this is also about the CowRC website, guys. If you have not checked out the CowRC website, or if you are first time here and wondering, what's all about the CowRC, well, CowRC has been working on their website to provide not only all the information that you guys need to figure out which product is right for you, but they've been working on awesome informational videos. So if you go ahead under the lubrication tab, you'll actually see a brand new video from CowRC talking about all of the CowRC lubricant products. And if you guys are looking for a really high quality, really informational video, feel free to take some time to learn about the products for the lubricant size, and you'll probably have a really great idea of what product specifically you need, or which product interests you the most to try out. And just like Adam and Tyler share on the Caltech live streams every other week as well, they always show some handy demonstrations. This has compiled demonstrations all in one video for all the lubricants. So I really love this video. And if you guys are interested in any other videos like that, you can see there's some more videos such as the rubber pit mats and the magnetic pit mats as well, guys. So there's a bunch of stuff, and if you go under the cleaning, you can also learn about the cleaning products as well. So I know a lot of information gets passed by every hour when we do these Caltech live streams, and while it is helpful and to kind of come back to the episodes, you'll always have your main source right here on the CowRC website to get the whole demonstration, the whole rundown, the whole gist of all the products. That way, if you guys are still, had another question or wondering, how do we use this product again, CowRC, go check out the website, guys, and plenty of helpful information. Yeah, super nice. Exactly. SAF RC. So just in case you forget a little bit of tips and tricks right there, head over to the CowRC website, and want to give you guys another update as well. So with this awesome project that we're doing, we're actually going to be diving in this. We have a couple of sweet upgrades, guys, that we'll see if we can get into and show you some demonstrations on how I use the CowRC products. We actually are going to be opening up these brand new aluminum shocks upgrades for the Arctos. I'll go ahead and share with you guys how I maintain or set up these shocks. But if you guys are interested in possibly taking home this awesome Arctos 6x6 with the CowRC certified build, built by yourself truly, we're actually going to be getting some entries in. We did pick a person the last episode I was on. So we have Scott C on the list to go ahead and be participated. So Scott C, while you can go ahead and share the hashtag tonight that I'm going to announce. Don't worry, guys. Everybody new in the whoever gets picked will have a chance to get in there. So just in case Scott C wins again tonight, we'll redraw another name to get somebody fresh in there. So guys, if you want to go ahead and get in on this epic giveaway, I already put up the hashtag down below. It is hashtag gauntlet. All we need you guys to do is type that hashtag down in the comments. Make sure you guys are participating on Facebook or YouTube, guys. That's the way that you're going to get your entry in. So simply by just leaving a comment with the hashtag gauntlet, guys. And why are we hashtagging gauntlet? Well, that brings us to the next little topic that I want to go ahead and speak about, guys. So a lot of you guys know over on the Caltech live streams, Adam and Tyler are prepping to go ahead and participate and attend the Great Lakes Gauntlet, guys. And if you guys aren't familiar with the Great Lakes Gauntlet, I'll go ahead and pull it up one more time. But it's going to be an awesome event, guys. Let me see if I find it right here. Yes. So Great Lakes Gauntlet, let me pull that up real quick. Here you guys can see Great Lakes Gauntlet. It is September 19th to the 21st, guys. And CowRC is going to be there. So Adam and Tyler will be at the booth, guys. If you're looking to meet Adam and Tyler, definitely stop by the CowRC booth. They'll be having demonstrations of all the CowRC products. They'll have a special event discount code that you can only get there if you ask them, as well as if you guys want to experience some of the products on your own personal rig, you can actually, they'll go ahead and clean your rig up for you. So really cool to see CowRC attending events, and especially, you know, the guys that we come to know and love in person, Adam and Tyler. Make sure you guys say what's up to them, and if you guys see this on this episode, say, oh yeah, Steve sent me to come hang out and get my rig cleaned. So I'm sure they will be stoked to see that. But yes, it should be an awesome time out there, guys, whether you have all types of RCs, the micro scale or the big 1/10 scale, the big 1/8 scale, probably the big 1/6 scale as well. But with that being said, guys, make sure you guys check out all that helpful information over at the CowRC website, and head over to the CowRC booth at the Great Lakes Gauntlet. Myself, I am actually preparing for an upcoming event over here in the SoCal area. Some of you guys might be attending as well. I'll be at the Pro Line by the Fire event. So hosted by Horizon Hobby, guys. The Pro Line by the Fire event will be another awesome event to gather with like-minded RC folks. I won't have a personal booth at the vendor area. However, I will be bringing some CowRC products with me just to keep my show and shine trucks clean, my trucks cleaned up right after the trails, and as well be sharing a couple demonstrations for anybody else that's interested. So if you guys are planning to attend over there, definitely hang out or send me a message. Let me know where you guys will be, and we can probably link up or hit the trails. So yes, the news, guys, pretty awesome news right there. So now we can go ahead and dive into the fun stuff for tonight, guys. So let's go ahead and head over to the big screen. So what I wanted to share with you guys is we'll be doing a shock breakdown, or a little quick demonstration on how I get these shocks prepared for installing on a upcoming build. So these shocks, guys, are actually the upgraded Arcto 6x6 shocks. They will feature an aluminum shock cup on the bottom, as well as I believe, compared to these, just some additional shock bodies. So instead of having a plastic shock body on the stock one, the upgraded one has the aluminum shock body. So we'll go ahead and disassemble this, show you guys what I do and what products I use. If you guys have any questions, definitely shout it out in the chat. We'll be checking it out. Trail crawlers, make sure you stop by the Rock Pirates RC booth and get in on the raffle. Oh, that's awesome. Yes, that's one thing I love about Pro Line, guys, and the Gauntlet, the Great Lakes Gauntlet. There's so many awesome vendors, so many awesome things going on at the same time, that there's, you know, you guys can stop by booths and possibly participate in upcoming raffles and stuff and really win big. I know last year, actually, my friend, he went to go participate in the Operation 11 Charlie raffle, and he actually came home with a crazy 6x6 full custom build. So super fun just attending any RC events. But what's up, Jason? So let's dive in, guys. So this product is no longer, but I really do love using this product. Is an older CowRC 3D printed shock stand, just somewhere I can easily drain the oil in the shocks. But if I'm not doing that, guys, then what I usually do is I'll just go ahead and grab a little rag and clean up the inside of that. But while you do that, while I empty out some of the oils, I will go ahead and start disassembling the components of the shock. And once we get the shock cups off, then we can already take out the shaft from this area. So you definitely want to be careful when you remove the shock shafts. That way you can keep the O-rings intact. So these little tiny little shock shafts, guys, while they are pretty similar to the bigger size shocks, there are still, it's not as crazy to dive into these little shocks. It's pretty basic when it comes to the shock setup. There will be still the O-ring for the higher end style upgraded shocks. So definitely before you clean out your shocks, go ahead and remove the shock, the O-ring. So now that the shock O-ring is out, there is actually 2 more little seals right there. So definitely make sure you get all the seals and O-rings out. So now we have a bare shock body. So how I prepare that, guys, is I do like to grab the Mooslick degreaser. Where did I put that actually? If I don't have that here, then let's see. I think it's somewhere. I thought I had it with me. Oh yes, it's right here. There we go. So we'll go ahead and get this shock body cleaned out. Now, another cool thing that I like about that little shock stand is that I can simply just blast it away straight into the shock stand. And with the Q-tip, guys, I really just clean out the shock body. With the degreaser, guys, it's really going to wipe off any of the excess residue from the oil. And here we have a nice clean shock body right there. So go ahead and do the same thing, guys, with the shaft as well. And you want to get a nice little spray in there. With the Mooslick degreaser, guys, again, with it at this scale, you can always just apply small drops and then wipe away with a microfiber cleaner or microfiber cloth or Q-tip or anything similar to that. And then also, guys, when you come to the tiny little O-rings, make sure that you remove these in the shock bodies, and you do not want to use any degreaser on this. So while you can use it, guys, over time, these O-rings will start to expand and start to deteriorate, and the lifespan will just be a lot shorter lifespan. So there are definitely important factors when considering rebuilding the shocks. Also, guys, some shocks will have the nice seal or the bladder on top. So you definitely want to make sure that you are taking that out very carefully as well, and keeping that in the same area where the O-rings are. If you did want to clean the O-rings, guys, you can always use a hide wipe. I'll go ahead and actually pull out a hide wipe as well, just so we can have that here. Or you can use like parts and chassis wash to go ahead and remove any of the oils as well. So if you were to compare, say, a shock that has other oils, products that might harm the O-rings, you'll see over time that when you go to rebuild the shocks that the O-rings might have expanded. And once the O-rings expanded, it's hard to keep a nice seal on the shocks. And over time, that definitely can create some leaks. So with the CowRC product, I love how it's just non-corrosive, guys. That way, it's once you, even if you are curious and you want to go ahead and open up the shocks after, say, a month after usage, you'll go ahead and you can go ahead and put an O-ring, a fresh O-ring next to it, and you'll notice that you probably might not even have any expansion to the O-ring as is. So that's a great thing to consider. I'm just going to go ahead and finish off applying a little bit of this degreaser on the inner, the upper and lower shock body, guys. And as well, clean that off with the rag. And at this scale, guys, I do use Q-tip here and there. So now that we have that all set up, let me know if you guys, how do you guys set up your shocks? And what scale are you guys normally using building shocks for? Are you guys building it in the racing segment of RC? Are you guys crawlers? Or is there any other type of shocks in the RC categories that you guys use these shocks? You clean off all this good gunk off. So let's see. Now we can go ahead and apply our lubrication to the components. So a couple of the products that I like to lubricate the shocks with. The main product, guys, that we'll be using right here is the CowRC Silicone Protector Spray. This is probably going to be your best product when it comes to building up shocks. You want to go ahead now when we apply this Mooslick Silicone Protector Spray on our plastics or on the exteriors. We usually just apply it as a protective layer. So we just apply very light, even coats and let it cure, of course. Now, when you want to lubricate with the Mooslick Silicone Protector, and especially considering the shocks, you're going to apply this product thick and heavy. This is going to help lubricate all these components, especially the piston, such as the piston, the shock shaft, even the inside of the shock body, guys. So this will help you just to lubricate all of these components. Now, when you're coming with the upgraded shocks, guys, with these aluminum shock bodies, you know, the anodizing, sometimes at a microscopic level, it can be definitely rough inside there. So a thick and heavy application, especially inside the shock body, something that I actually learned today. A really nice tip, guys. If you haven't applied any of the application inside the shock bodies, this might be a good method to try out. Let's see. Heath said to use udder butter. Man, was he right? Oh yeah. So we're gonna definitely be applying the udder butter to the O-rings, and I love that little testimonial. Fam, you guys can see that the O-rings did not change at all after bashing his 1/8 and 1/10 scale. That's super cool. I know a lot of you guys are kind of on the opposite side of the spectrum. We're over here dealing with 1/18th, 1/24th, but man, Adam Ross kicking butt the 1/8 scale, guys. So make sure you guys get those hashtags in. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in. Let's show you guys how I apply some of the Mooslick Silicone Protector Spray on these little shock pieces. So I'm actually going to go ahead and apply inside there. Now, a good way to use it, guys, instead of how I was to use it, I'd probably at this scale, you could probably go in with the applicator tube. Right now, I don't have the applicator tube handy, but just know that the applicator tube will probably be really good to apply on the inside of the shock bodies as well as on these tiny little components. That way you can save your product. You don't have to be blasting this all around. And if you guys have practiced controlling the product spray, you'll know that a lot can go a long way. So I'm going to go ahead and just apply it thick and heavy on the shock body, as well as thick and heavy on this shaft. Alrighty. So now that we got that going, guys, of course, guys, when you're using the CowRC Mooslick Silicone Protector, you must let this product cure for 24 hours. That way, you guys can get the maximum performance and protection of the silicone, and it will cure. Otherwise, guys, if you don't let it cure, it could be impervious and to the oils and greases and kind of just mix in with all the elements and, you know, quickly disappear. So for demonstration purposes, just imagine that has already been 24 hours. With that being said, so we're going to go ahead and now get our application of the the Udder Butter, guys. So the CowRC Udder Butter. CowRC Udder Butter is going to be your best friend when it comes to the shock O-rings, guys. So the Udder Butter, you can use it on the O-rings. This will help create a nice seal when it comes to packing in the body right there. So these, let's see, all these products that you do see out there, they absorb into the O-rings and it will cause that expansion. So while some of those products, they're really nice to use, especially when you set up a fresh shock, it's good, right? But after a long time of use, the failure starts to show and stuff. So seeing these shocks, they're pretty smooth all around. But over time, guys, if you are using other products that absorb the product into the O-ring, you'll see that the dynamic of the shock will definitely change. So while this might be super smooth at first, very responsive, over months and months, the O-rings just start to swell, and then that creates a little bit of gap in the seal, and over time will create some leaks. So let me go ahead and see. Scott, yes, one of the most used products. You guys can see I'm already down low on the syringe. The syringe I really love just because it's really clean to apply, especially at the smaller scale, guys. So you guys will mainly see me with the syringes, but to apply on the O-rings, so the O-rings actually, instead of syringe, what I personally prefer to use is the little sample. I actually really like this. So if you have the jars even work really nice. You can simply just kind of drop them in. So what I do too is sometimes on the samples, a little bit of Udder Butter will kind of pop up on the top. So I just drop these bad boys in there. I will kind of, smush them down, get a little mix in there. And then once I take them out, they'll be pretty much ready. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these out carefully with a little stick device right there. So you also kind of want to apply the proper application when it comes to the Udder Butter, guys. You don't want to over pack it too much, but you'll see that with the shocks, that once you insert the shaft, normally some of the Udder Butter will flow out from the bottom. And as well, guys, when you do insert the shaft back into the shock body, you can also apply the Udder Butter on the threads. That way it will make sure that it's just super smooth going through the O-rings and the seals, guys. So let's go ahead and pack the little O-rings and the seal back into the shock. Let me see. We're going to pack this one in and pack another O-ring in there. If you guys have tips and tricks on how you pack the Udder Butter into your O-rings, definitely let me know. Good question. Saf RC, wonder if we should be using gloves when working with these products. I would consider using gloves, at least with the Mooslick degreaser, as it could definitely irritate a little bit of the skin. But if you don't mind a little bit of that, I think it's pretty safe. Everything is usually non-corrosive with the products. So once we have this set up right there, guys, you see that the seal is ready to go. The O-rings are in there. So now I'm going to go ahead and take this shock body, and I'm going to apply a tiny little bit of that Udder Butter, guys. So this is just a demonstration with the syringe. You could obviously use the little sample pack. And I like to kind of just coat it really nice, kind of on the top. That way it'll kind of spread down once you kind of are inserting it. So real carefully, guys, if you haven't built the shocks, you know, take your time when inserting it past the seal and the O-rings, but you'll see, boom, got it straight through, no problem. The udder butter really makes it super smooth. And once we put on this little shock cup for the body right here, now instantly, guys, right when I inserted the shaft, instantly I can notice how smooth the whole shaft is inside the body. Now, if this is an aluminum shock bottom cup, so normally I would probably insert the, you know, apply some sort of thread lock if I had that. So metal on metal right here. But just for demonstrations purposes, guys, we'll just go ahead and set that up. So there we go. And let's see a couple examples, guys. Use the udder butter on the Pringle and shafts. I also use plumber tape on the threads. Oh, that's a pretty good tip too. I think with the, you know, tighten up those rod ends a lot. Oh, okay. Pringle. I kind of know what you meant. The prongs. I hear you. Oh man, okay. Definitely did not really know what you meant then. But yes, he uses the udder butter on the O-rings and the shafts. Wildman Joe, you're all good here. So let's go ahead and continue getting this shock rebuilt, guys. Gonna go ahead and put on the spring and thread on the shock collar, guys. So if you didn't already apply Mooslick to the outside, we're going to actually be applying just a tiny little bit on the outside of the shock body. That will help make sure that the shock collar or the preload ring will be also working nice and properly. So coming back over here, guys, shout out if you guys do love building shocks. I figured out with this Hobby Plus platform, especially if we're going on the big 6x6, you know, all these micro scale shocks, they just work. They work all differently at different oil setups and different tunings. But I figured out that the 60 weight works really great for these 1/18 scale shocks, especially these Hobby Plus ones. So we're going to be putting in the 60 weight, guys, on these shocks. And we'll go ahead and actuate it a little bit. Get some of those bubbles going. Just going to leave it right here while we do that. And this will actually give me a good time to show you guys how I would apply another awesome CowRC product if you guys had it here. So sometimes with the shocks as well, guys, they do come with eyelets or pivot balls. And to have or ensure that you want to make sure that your shocks not only are working nicely, but moving freely on the chassis itself, guys, I actually like to use the CowRC, the new graphite coating spray, the ultra fine graphite coating spray. That will actually really give a zero drag, zero friction, just super smooth working shock in that area. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these open, and it's literally as quick and easy as just popping them out of the bag, putting them onto a little cardboard box, and shaking up the ultrafine graphite coating and giving it a coat or two, and these will be ready to go by the time you know it. So show you guys one more example of how we apply the graphite coating, because I know some of you guys actually personally messaged me and just wanted to make sure that they did it right. So there are a couple tips that I've been learning over the times that I've been applying this ultrafine graphite coating, guys. And let me go ahead and just share with you guys the product first. So here we go. We have the new Mooslick ultrafine graphite coating, guys. This is a nice dry application, has zero cling, zero drag, zero sling, so a really quick cure time as well. And once applied, this will resist the grease, oils, and water. So now this has a little ball in there, mixing ball, because the product is really separated from the graphite and the other aerosol spray in there. So you want to really give a vigorous shake up to that. So just make sure that if you do apply this product, you want to make sure that the product is really nicely mixed up before applying. That way you can get the properties to work best in your favor. So sorry about the extra noise, guys, but I do want to definitely give you guys a little example right here. Now we're going to spray a little bit right there just to kind of see what we're doing. So this does stain. We just want to remind you guys that it is, if you have a cardboard or a little painting area, imagine that you're painting a body. You want to make sure that you don't want to get anything that you want painted or stained, because this product does stain. So I always have a nice little cardboard box with me. So now we can see the black is kind of mixing, guys. So all you want to do is really nice spray painted style coating. You will see the black layer right there. And yes, Tyler, shaking is key to make this product work the best, guys. So don't be afraid. Take some couple minutes, or a couple minutes to definitely get it to work. Here we can kind of take a quick peek right there. You'll see that the products are nicely applicated with the coating, guys. So that will mean we're pretty much ready to go, and we can get that installed, set up really quick and easy now. So let's come back to a couple questions, guys. Is it okay to use udder butter on the 1/8 diff ring and pinion when I change out the diff fluids? Personally, I don't have much expertise on the super large scale, but for differential gears, I would imagine that would work the best. So definitely pick up the udder butter. If there's anybody that does do the 1/8 scale racing in the chat, feel free to let us know what you guys recommend to use on the ring and pinion, guys. I would say use the udder butter for sure. Yes, grab some of that ultrafine graphite coating, Anthony. You'll really like it. So now that we have the shock kind of been chilling a little bit, we can go ahead and get the cap installed. So with these micro scales, there's not much really to it, but to just do it. But let's see, getting it on there, and here we go, guys. The shock is super smooth right from the get-go. Let me show you guys right here. Really nice dampening, 60 weight. So there you guys go. We can actually go ahead and take some of these pivot balls down here. They're already nice and cured from the graphite coating. And of course, guys, there are some extra little O-rings to go ahead and secure those. So we'll just go ahead and pop those out real quick. But that's pretty much the gist of setting up the shocks, guys. When it comes to kind of any scale, that would probably be the steps that I recommend doing for setting up your shocks. I'm just going to go ahead and put on one pivot ball just to have as an example that we can see how this is all set up, and we'll be pretty much done right here. Oh, let's see. It's been a while since I've actually used aftermarket shocks that have the pivot balls not already installed. I'm used to my own personal, RC Steve rod ends. So this is coming back to me as some good old style setups, but pretty cool nevertheless. So now that we got that popped in, guys, there you guys go. You could see the example right here. Oh man, I really realized the struggles with these little O-rings putting on those shocks. But just like that, we got it on almost. Yeah, I don't want to struggle live, but we did. All right, got it on, guys. So there you guys go. Now that this is ready to go, this should have some really nice zero friction, zero drag movement to the shock. And before we move on quickly, guys, I want to see if you guys do have any other extra questions regarding any of the demonstration that I showed off today. I want to cover that as well. So let's see what we can do. Yes, internally, good. Thank you, Adam. So yes, definitely grab some of that udder butter, put that inside the diff, ring, and pinion. So it'll be super smooth, absolutely just enough to fill the teeth. Yes. That is also an important tip, guys. When you are applying the udder butter, we'll go ahead. The next episode, we'll dive in the udder butter again. We'll set up one of these axles again. I know we kind of shared an axle setup previously, but we'll actually open up one of these and share what's inside the oil already. And we'll show you how I apply the udder butter, because a little bit goes a long way. Just like he says, just enough to fill the teeth. That way you have hardly any sling, because I know especially at those high speeds, guys, other types of products, the greases, those will easily kind of tend to sling around. But the udder butter, you'll be surprised how well put that stuff stays in there. So usually have the white Protect. Yeah, try it out. Doesn't hurt to try out another option. That's what we're here for, guys. So what do you recommend for moving small scratches on the outside of a Lexan body? Small scratches, I personally find myself coming to the hide wipes right here. So there's kind of like two methods that I would consider trying out to get the scratches out. Hide wipes, guys, not only is it going to help kind of clean up the whole Lexan from the scuffs and harder marks, that's going to be really good to kind of help hide the scratches. If it's like super deep, I'm not sure exactly what you can do, but also you can apply some of the Mooslick Silicone Spray, and you can apply some to your microfiber cloth. And with that on your microfiber cloth, you can give a nice wipe down on your Lexan, kind of maybe even, put a little protective layer inside some of the scratches. But if you guys have any other examples or other tips in the chat, guys, definitely shout it out, because that's what it's all about. The RC community kind of gathering up together and talking about these cool little tips and tricks right there. But that makes me want to come back, guys, since we have a few more minutes left. I want to dive in with what you guys see here on my screen. So you guys might see my screen. The carbon mat, guys, did get a little bit of good usage out of it, which is perfectly normal. This CowRC Carbon Series mat can handle the tougher oils and greases and all the lubrication products with ease. And a simple clean off, guys, it'll have you looking brand new. But if you're interested in picking up some products for your workstation, if you want to give a new look to your workstation or a great way to customize your workspace, you guys can check out the pit mat kits. I'm going to go ahead and dive over to the screen, website screen one more time so we can see what we're talking about. But over here, guys, I'm actually on the CowRC website. You can see the maintenance kits tab up here. There's three pages or kits to choose from, ranging from the chemical accessory kits, the classic introductory kits, and the complete pro kits. So if you guys are new to CowRC and want to dabble in some of these awesome products, you can go ahead and click the introductory kits, the classic introductory kits. These are actually really cool. They're just basic combos, guys. They don't include graphites, no electronic products, but for instance, guys, they will include everything that you need to get going to maintain your product. So for instance, guys, ranging from whatever size you guys, a lot of the micro guys love to pick up these smaller medium size kits. This will include your basic cleaners, so little sample packs, guys. You can try out the tire wash and the Moo parts and chassis wash, as well as some hide wipes and a little bit of the udder butter. You get the screw catcher and the magnetic mat. So something basic, something easy to start off. As well, guys, you can start basic from the XL setup. That'll be great for the larger scale guys that are looking to have their 1/8 scale or 1/10 scale race rigs all set up right here. Not only do you get the larger size screw mats, but you get more of the aerosol products, guys, as well as you get a little bit of introduction into the electronics like this Jet Blaster. And we'll actually have to go dive into the Jet Blaster, guys, another one of my favorite products to check out, and the mini Jet Blaster as well for one of my portable setups. So if you guys aren't a beginner, or you already have some CowRC products lined up, they also have the chemical and accessory kits, guys. So if you already have some mats set up for you guys, you already have your customized setup, but you're looking to dabble in going from like the sample packs to picking up some of the cleaning kits, you guys can check out a variety of all these cleaning setups. So the cleaning ones are going to include no graphites, guys. So that way you're still going to get all the essential lubrications, and up here, the deluxe, you're going to get some of the electronics as well. And if we come to the complete pro kits, guys, this is actually where you can, like all these kits, you can save. You could save by picking up these kits, as you're already saving when you bundle it up together, guys. So these deluxe pro kits actually kind of best of everything. So the small, we'll start from the small and we'll just go all the way up, like jump up from complete spectrums. But the small mouse pad kit, guys, is kind of what you see on my desk already. You're going to get not only a sweet mouse pad kit, but you're also going to get the, I believe, let's see, I might be looking at the wrong one. I actually wanted to show you guys this one. Sorry. The small carbon series kit. That's kind of the one that is one of my favorite kits right now, guys, especially if you want something just to start off. You still need a nice proper mat. So the carbon series mat, guys, it's going to be that ultra durable setup mat, and you're going to get all the lubrications, guys. You're not going to get any graphite spray or electronics in this kit, but you are going to get basically everything you need to get your rigs nice and cleaned up. So if you guys do see the larger that you guys go, this is like aimed for the larger scale guys, or guys that enjoy a larger workspace. And coming all the way back up to like these deluxe kits, guys, these deluxe kits really have everything that you need, and kind of aimed at somebody who's willing to kind of have these products in the for the long run. So you're gonna really get a bang for your buck, guys. Here I'll show you guys the large mouse pad kit. So the large mouse pad kit, so you're gonna get a nice proper layout for your race area, pit area, or just wrenching area at your house. And then you're going to get the whole slew of CowRC cleaning, lubrication, and cleaning products, as well as a nice handful of their accessories, the cleaning accessories, and the electronics, guys. So just depends on what kind of what are you looking to get at when it comes to setting up your work area or your pit stand with the types of kits. So like I said, guys, right here you guys can see you can pick up these kits at a discounted rate as well. And on top of that, guys, if you really even wanted to, you can use a special CowTech code that we share down below in the bottom right-hand screen to even save a little bit extra, an additional 10% off these kits, guys. So really awesome of Heath to bundle these kits for everybody to just, whatever size or whatever setup you need, Heath's got it set up for you guys to just quickly add to your cart. So the chat is active, guys. Make sure you guys just, I really appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. We did share, guys, that we had a little giveaway going on. I did share the whole show right there in the bottom left, the little hashtag to enter in, guys. So with this hashtag, guys, for 17 of you guys who entered, we're about to spin the wheel right now to see who's going to get on the list to win this epic Arcto 6x6. It will be CowRC certified for sure with all the proper setup, guys. It's going to be rebuilt the CowRC way. It's going to be awesome. So we're going to go ahead and just spin this wheel in, guys. Make sure you guys get that entry in. I'm going to go ahead and share the screen right now. And we do have 18 entries in. So, guys, good luck. Let me see. Let me go ahead and just click draw. Boom. All righty. So tonight, this week, we have Grandma 619. Grandma 619, congratulations, brother. We will go ahead and add you in to the Arcto 6x6 giveaway. If you guys want to get an extra entry in on this, you guys can get an extra entry in by tuning in to the last episode of this whole series. Not sure when that will be, guys, but if you guys do want to just make sure you guys are there, you have to be live on the last episode to claim your truck. So everybody else tuning in, guys, there's going to be plenty of times to get in on this giveaway if you weren't lucky this week. But anywho, that was an awesome show, guys. Really appreciate everybody tuning in. If you guys haven't left a like or subscribe over on the CowRC YouTube or Facebook, definitely do as well, guys. I did live stream this one tonight as well on my RC Steve YouTube channel, so feel free to give a like and subscribe as well. And guys, make sure as well, you guys know I also do an awesome live stream on YouTube now for Micro Mondays. We are streaming live on Micro Mondays, so feel free to hang out on Monday evenings if you guys want to get a glimpse into the micro RC world. But everybody else hanging out, appreciate you. We'll be back next week. Have a great rest of your weekend and catch you guys on the next one. Peace.